Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to Sim Racing Life. Firstly, let me introduce you to my rig. It's the GT Omega Evo, built like a tank, which is a shame because they don't make them anymore. Now, I'm thinking that many of you also own a rig, whether it be a super snazzy rig with Go Faster stripes, or a homemade affair that's had hours and hours of blood, sweat and tears poured into it with all your heart. A common problem that many of us share though, is where do we put the bloody keyboard? So today, I'm going to show you how I made these parts into this. Now, I contacted a company in the UK called The Plastic Man and sent him these exact plans for a 10mm thick clear acrylic bespoke keyboard tray to my design. I must say they were a pleasure to deal with and very reasonably priced. I'll put a link to them in the description below. But if you type into Google acrylic bending service, I'm sure you'll find someone local to you. I've got 4 M5 countersunk bolts with washers and screws. Next, I ordered myself some ram mounts, which even though they are very expensive, they really are a solid product. Here is the Vesa mount with both 75mm and 100mm holes, again with a 1.5 inch ball on the end. Here I have the long arm with a 1.5 inch ball socket on either end. And lastly, I have the medium tough claw, again with a 1.5 inch ball, which is how these things all fit together. I highly recommend ram mounts for many things on your rig, to mount button boxes, iPads, phones, etc. And when put together, all the parts can be articulated into your own shape or design. Care does need to be taken though when ordering your parts, as there are a vast amount of fixtures and fittings that don't all necessarily fit with each other. And lastly, the creme de la creme, the RGB LED strip. Right, let's tackle our first job, which is to fix the ram mount Vesa plate to our bespoke acrylic keyboard tray using our M5 bolts. We'll speed this part up though, as I'm sure by now we all know how to screw. Right, with that job done, that just leaves us to mount our RGB LED strip and battery pack to our keyboard tray. So first, let's mount the battery pack using some Velcro squares. Okay, so with the battery pack now mounted to the underside, we now need to attach the LED strip to the back of our tray. To achieve this, I'm just using glue dots, again we'll speed up this section and we'll be back soon. So with all that done, that just leaves me to put my black Widow keyboard on the tray and power up the LEDs. And lastly, I'll just show you some pictures of the tray connected to my rig. Well, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that like button, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye!